Nothing could have prepared me for.
A lot has changed.
Imagine me saying I don't know what I'm gonna do, what I can. Still very shaken up.
Literally in the space of a week.
It almost feels like a responsibility to make sure that I'm aware of it. Watching the videos and feeling bad about it isn't gonna help anybody.
Yo, this school have too much different section. The government can't do everything. We're all going through it more than any of us could have ever imagined. Help in what? It is a huge undertaking. We need all the prayers we can get. Hi YouTube fam, welcome back to the channel. We are driving, we're on the road. We're actually heading to a date with a friend of mine. We haven't seen each other in a long time. If you've been here for a while, you may or may not know her, Camila. It's my really good friend. So we're heading to a cafe date. I thought I would just start the vlog here. It's been a while since I've vlogged like this. I miss you guys so much. A lot has changed, especially if you haven't seen the last set of vlogs or the last set of videos. Actually, those videos have been put on pause for obvious reasons, so you haven't seen them yet because they haven't been posted yet. But after this video, I will try to get back on schedule. Literally in the space of a week, I cut my hair and I got braces. So if you haven't seen me in a while, hey, a lot has changed. But I'm on my way to the restaurant now. We're going to, I think it's a new restaurant, cafe, something of the sort. Memimo, the place that does bubble tea in Ligoni, they have teamed up with another company. I think it's called Minty. I don't remember. When I get there, I'll show you the logo and stuff. And so they're doing bubble tea and Asian food. I've seen just one TikTok video thus far, one or two, but I have not seen the full menu. So we're gonna find out how good it is together. Let's go. I haven't been to Constant Spring Road in such a long time, but this apparently is a new plaza here, Master Max Super Center, and this is where the place is. There seems to be some sort of festivities going on out here, so okay, I found it. It's to the back of the place. Let me show you. So that's the front, and you walk to the side here, and that's it. So it's Memimo X Mooney Tea Cafe. Oh, so I parked to the front, but you could actually drive all the way around the back here and park closer. Duly noted. You would not believe what happened. I'm back in the car, yes. So what happened was we left because the menu is extremely extensive, right? We never come prepared. Usually I would be in that menu like a private investigator, figuring out what I want to order before I come to the place. But life has been lifing and I've been very busy, so I literally just messaged Jesus. Be too close to the people, let me know. Thank God me never buy. Jesus, thank God me never buy my license. That was so close. Anyway, so where am I going? Alright, sorry guys, it's a bit chaotic. Let me drive safely and then I'll come back and tell you exactly what happened. Yeah guys, so I didn't get to look at the menu, but the menu is very extensive. It's a lot, right? It's Asian food, it's basically Chinese food, but it's a lot of stuff. Noodles, rice, chicken, duck, fish, shrimp, all sorts of things. And homegirl has to go to the airport. We don't have time to sit down and decide for menu. And the waitress or the lady who was in the restaurant, she wasn't very helpful, unfortunately. I called her once, she didn't come. Called her twice. I don't know if she didn't see me the first time. She finally came and it seemed like she was rushing to go back to what she was doing, which was nothing. She was literally just standing, looking around. And at first I wasn't sure First of all, when I entered the restaurant, I didn't even know where to go, what to do, because there's no hostess. So I was standing behind two people who were placing an order for bubble tea and waiting to speak to the guy at the cashier, not knowing that I could just go and have a seat, because again, there's no hostess. It's the first time I'm coming. I'm not sure what the flow is in the restaurant, right? And I also wanted to know if someone was going to seat us or if I could just go and sit wherever I wanted to go. Anyway, the ladies in there, they're not necessarily assisting you. They bring your water and stuff, but they're literally just standing there and looking. So I'm guessing they're just there to like clear your table if you finish eating or whatever. So when I called her, she was almost reluctant to come to the table. It seemed to me, I'm not sure, but she never come the first time. I had to call again the second time when she came, and I was telling her what we wanted. She almost looked like she needed to go back to what she was doing. So I was like, am I bothering you? Do you need to go back? She said no, because it was weird. I don't know, it was weird. So yeah, so they don't really come to you and offer assistance. You're really supposed to scan the QR code and place your order that way. I really wish when people do reviews, restaurant reviews and things like that on the internet, that they're a little bit more informative and thorough with the information that they provide, because it's just like a cute little, the video that I saw, it's like a cute little video, oh, cafe, da, 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 food is good, blah blah blah, right? Like, where I would have loved to know that the menu is extensive. I would have loved to know before I came that I have to scan the QR code. You know, just give us a little bit more information when you do those reviews. Like, I like having information, and so I try my best when I do a review like that. I give as much information as possible, so you know exactly what to expect when you get there. But anyway, we're not having no time to sit down and look through no thesis of a menu. Because my friend have to go pick up her father from the airport right after this. So we say, look here now, let's stick to the evil we know. We'll go to Cafe Blue. So that's where we're headed. Tavern is very full today, and I'm remembering now that Cafe Blue is very small. Hopefully we can find a seat. This is funny. Surprise, I'm gonna catch you.
We like several coming in at one time.
Yeah. For it to be manageable. Okay. I got over there, hurdle. Okay, we're back in the car. So now I feel so sleepy. Whew, it was the coconut cream frappe and I had a ham and cheese melt. Just kept it simple. We never have much time to tarry in there. My friend is now going to pick up her dad. I'm heading home. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get some extra beach fish. I've been feeling for fish recently, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the morning.
Nothing can prepare you for the sheer levels of destruction and chaos here in Black River, ground zero of the destruction from Hurricane Melissa. No inch of this town was spared.
There is nothing left.
And so it's not just residents here, but residents who have been walking for miles.
There is a desperate need. So many people right now are suffering.
To try to get their hands on anything they can, any drinks, food, supplies. Basically, everyone that I've spoken to has lost their home.
Oh God, it's terrible. You never seen nothing like that. I'm going to start all over again with nothing. Not no money. Water and food and all and something. Everything they are asking me to help me. But I really thank them a lot.
Nothing could have prepared me for what Jamaica went through just a few days ago. It hasn't quite been a week yet. I'm still very shaken up. I am okay. I'm doing well, but certainly seeing what's going on the west end of the island is taking a toll on me mentally. I have been just feeling very confused and hyper fixated on the videos. Like I'm hyper aware of what's going on. I'm literally obsessed with, I have been obsessed with TikTok and Instagram, and just I've been on those platforms for days, just feeding my mind with all the content of what's going on, because it's like it almost feels like a responsibility to make sure that I'm aware and that I'm seeing what's happening, but at the same time it's really impacting me mentally. I feel like I feel like I want to help so much that it breaks my heart that I'm not able to help in the way that I want to help. And I also feel like I'm so confused about what to do to help, you know what I mean? I've already donated, but at the same time, it's like I want to do more. I want to give money. I want to give things. I want to give up my time. I want to give up my effort. Like, I just want to help. I literally just want the people to know that I care about them and I see them, and that I'm, you know, I want to help, you know what I mean? And it's a weird feeling because it's like I have helped, you know, but at the same time I want to do more. And I've just been watching all the videos, and I know it's not healthy. It's not healthy, because the past couple of days I've been at work and I wasn't able to do much because I literally just can't focus on work right now because of everything that's going on. I feel so connected to the people, as much as I don't have family in St. Elizabeth or Westmoreland or Trelawney or Hanover or wherever Hurricane Melissa you know, passed through. I don't have family in those areas, but at the same time I feel so connected to the people because these are our people, these are us. This could very easily be any one of us in Jamaica. Thankfully, I'm in Kingston and St. Andrew, and we didn't have as much damage at all. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we had no damage. Like, you know, there are trees torn down here and there, there are power lines torn down here and there, but in the grand scheme of things, we have been so blessed, and I'm so extremely grateful. I find myself thanking God every 5 minutes because of how grateful I am, you know, that He spared us the worst. But at the same time, I feel so deeply terrible about what's happening to our brothers and sisters on the other side of the island. So, you know, it's been rough. Needless to say, I didn't go and get the fish, like, whatever. That's not even thinking about that right now. And that was actually the last time you guys saw me was a few weeks ago. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot. Hurricane prep came in quick, and you know, that's all the last couple of weeks, the last few days, last week or so was about, just hurricane prep and then trying to get through the hurricane safely, and then now having to see the aftermath. It has been rough. But I've been praying deeply. Yesterday was another rough day. I had to go to the airport and was out at the airport, camped out for a while because the airport situation was a bit rough as well. So I almost thought that they weren't going to get on the flight, but everything worked out and they landed safely, and that's fine. So this morning I had to pray. I had to pray because watching the videos and feeling bad about it isn't going to help anybody, you know, and I really just wanted God to kind of help me, to kind of guide me as to what to do. Like, I was just like, Lord, tell me what to do. Use me as a vessel. Help me to figure out how I can help your people, because that's really what I want to do. You know, I have the good intentions in my heart, but our good intentions mean nothing if we're not doing something with it, and if we're not centering it around God. Because at the end of the day, God spared our lives. You know, this catastrophe could have been so much worse. We could have heard of just mass deaths all around. And up to this point, I've only heard about less than 25 deaths. And that is unheard of, considering this was a Category 5 hurricane. So we have life, and I have life, and I am blessed. And what I need to do, what we need to do, is anything and everything that we can to help. And that's what I want to do. I want to be productive, I want to be constructive, and I want to help, instead of just sitting around and watching the videos and worrying. So I'm literally going on a social media fast for the next 3 days, because I need to get my mind in a place where I can focus and actually help, instead of just sitting down and crying, you know. So I prayed a lot about it, and God literally just I woke up this morning and I'm literally just going around my house and I'm like, yo, I have this, I can give this, I can do this, you know what I mean? So I literally feel like I have a little bit more clarity now in terms of what I'm going to do. Actually, last night I signed up with about 2 or 3, I think it was 2 agencies that are looking for volunteers. So like I said, I want to give my time, I want to give everything. I've already donated. I want to now give things, and I want to go on the ground, and I want to work. So I just went through some stuff and I found some stuff in my apartment that I can give away, as well as I'm going to see which organizations I can volunteer with. I've already applied to some, like I said. So if I get to do that either this weekend or next weekend or whenever, I'll take you guys on a journey so that we can, you know, we're in this together. And I encourage you as well to do whatever you can. It doesn't matter how small it is. We need all the help we can get. Jamaica needs all the help that we can get right now. My shoulder hurt me. I just realized I just stood up and talked to you guys for about 6 minutes holding the phone. But we need all the help we can get. So no matter how small it is, and I'm not saying going out of your way, you know, to, you know, put your family or yourself at a disadvantage, because no, not saying don't put yourself at a disadvantage, because, you know, we can make sacrifices, yes, but don't put yourself in a position where, you know, you are doing it just because other people are doing it or just because people say you should do it. But do it. If you have it to give, give. If you have time to give, give. If you have things to give, give. If you have prayers to give, give. But don't just give from a performative standpoint simply because people are giving and you want to give too, right? So I'm not saying go out of your way. If you are already in a difficult position, if you can't afford it, that is fine. What you can give is what you should give. And I think that is our responsibility. It's the least we can do. Let's put it that way. It's the very least we can do. It is to give what we can. So if you're overseas or wherever you are and you have $5 US, donate the $5 US. supportjamaica.gov.jm. If you have $2 US, donate it. And you can afford to donate it, donate it. It doesn't matter what it is. 1 tin of sardine, go drop it off somewhere. Please, we need all the help. There's so many people that need help right now. And I've been praying that God just protects the women and children and the less fortunate and the elderly. Wow, I didn't expect this to happen, but yeah, thank God I'm wearing my shades. Yeah, I was just thinking this morning about the fact that I've been hearing that, you know, there have been looters and stuff, and trust me, my heart goes out to everybody, even the looters. I pray for them in Jesus' name, because it's a desperate time, and you know them said desperate times require desperate measures. And I understand. Let us give people grace. Like, some people are not in their right mind right now, even, right? And people thief and do evil things for less than this. So imagine being in a situation, a catastrophic situation like this, where so many people are devastated. It is almost a given that people are going to loot and do also a manner of evil in a situation like this, right? But my mind goes to the people who are already vulnerable in our society, the women, the children, the elderly, and I just pray and ask God to protect them and that no harm comes to them, because it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to know that people are in a situation where they literally don't have shelter. They don't have water. They don't have basic necessities. So guys, please. All right, make a pause, because I really didn't expect this to turn into a bag of tears. So let's just move on. I'm just going to show you. I'm actually going out for a run this morning. I overate yesterday, and I don't feel bad. I just feel like it's something that I need to work on. It's something that God is working on with me. Just kind of self-control, you know. I don't like the idea of overeating. I don't usually overeat. You guys know I have a very good relationship with food. I love food. I love good food. But here and there, sometimes I do when I'm trying to just have self-control. So why did I even mention that? I don't remember. Just emotional. Anyway, let me just show you what I found this morning that I'm putting together to donate. It's like, imagine me saying, I don't know what I can do, and here I am with like excess of tin food in my cupboard because we had bought a lot of stuff in preparation for the hurricane, and I can obviously donate these. Like, guys, anything you have in your cupboard, donate. So I'm gonna find some tuna, porridge. I was just thinking that, you know, vinegar would be good because sometimes I use vinegar to soak my clothes, like if they're smelling a little funky, and you know, with stuff being in muddy water and that kind of thing, I figure vinegar might be helpful to just kind of help to get the smell out of some of the people's clothes and stuff. Because I hear people talking about them clothes smell funky and whatever because, you know, all of the rain and stuff. So, I mean, why not? I have this whole heap of rosemary leaf tea. Why I can't donate this? And Jamaican people love tea, right? So I have an excess of tea. So I gotta donate the tea. Them can drink tea whenever them get an opportunity to boil some water. The simple things may seem foolish or superficial or weird to give away, but honestly, you just, the thing is, remember guys, that there are people, they literally have nothing, right? So anything at all that you can give, I believe will help somebody. There's going to be somebody who will need it and will find value in it. So the raspberry leaf tea might seem like a weird thing to give away, but I'm gonna give it because I have it to give, and you never know, somebody might need it. And then I have this bag of clothes that I just, clothes and a pair of flip-flops, and I'm sure there's a lot more clothes that I can find, and I'm just gonna keep looking and see what I can put together. I don't know which organization I'm going to give them to yet, but yeah, let me go. It's after 7 now and I want to go for a run. Oh, that's why I was talking about the food yesterday. I'm going for a run. I'm going to the park, so let me go do that. It was a good run, a hard one. I didn't think I could do it because I actually went for a run yesterday as well, so I was thinking I wouldn't be able to do the back-to-back runs, but God woke me up this morning. He put air into my lungs. I have a healthy body, therefore I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I'm glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it. It's also good for me mentally as well. The theme song that was running in my head the whole time is, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all he has done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. Praise God. Thank God for saving me. That was a song singing in my head the whole time I was running, because not and I did hard still. I felt like I was gonna walk at some point. As a matter of fact, as soon as I started, I was like, ooh, I feel like I'm about to walk 2 out of these 5 laps, but I ran the 5 laps. Thanks be to God. We have life and we have health and we have strength and we have energy. You know, literally nothing to complain about. We're blessed. Anyway, for the rest of the day, I'm gonna go to the supermarket and pick up a few stuff. Get back on track with life. I have some errands, not errands, but chores. I need to cook. I need to get prepared for the week, get ready for work, just prepare my mind, do my chores and do all the things that I need to do. So that's all I'm going to be doing today. I won't take you along, but hopefully the next time you see me, we'll be volunteering somewhere, boots on the ground, playing our parts. See you in the next clip. I'm back. I haven't gotten any volunteer assignments yet. Like I said, I signed up with about 3 or 4 different groups to volunteer with Hurricane Melissa relief efforts. Haven't gotten any assignments yet, which I find surprising, but I guess they're still in the planning stage. Hopefully something will come up from this weekend. But I'm just checking in to see how we're doing with our relief efforts by now. Well, I can tell you from my side, I already did the donation to supportjamaica.gov.jm, which I hope you've already done by now. If not, please support by donating. Since then, I also purchased some tents, and there's a YouTuber who
created a registry, an Amazon registry for hurricane relief items, and they had some tents on the site, and I thought it was an excellent idea for the people who would have lost their roofs, who don't have shelter right now. The tents will be very helpful, so I ordered off that registry. Lux, I know my face is really greasy, please bear with me. But yeah, and then I also dropped off some stuff at my office because my office is also doing a drive for our team members. We do have branches in the rural areas, so some of our team members are also impacted by Hurricane Melissa, and so I dropped off some stuff there. Tomorrow I'm gonna pass through a boot camp tomorrow. They're having a water drive, and so basically the entrance fee for the boot camp is a case of water, and maybe I'll take you guys to the boot camp with me tomorrow. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Still looking forward to doing some volunteer work. I want to get my hands dirty. I want to, you know, volunteer my time and my effort as well. So we'll see what happens this weekend. Are there any other initiatives that, you know, we want to support together? Let me know. Perhaps see you at the boot camp tomorrow. Just reached, did not arrive very early because I just want to do 30 minutes of boot camp. I'm tired. Let's go inside. As you can hear, they're not finished, but I'm done. It wasn't bad enough. It was actually fun. It wasn't like a full boot camp type of workout. It was more of an aerobics type of workout. So it was fun. When we went around in a circle, I was almost to tears. Like I could feel the unity and the energy in the group. We held hands in a circle, and for a good while we're just standing in unity. I'm happy I was able to contribute and get the local workout. Good morning. I just pulled up at Wilma's. If you're not from Jamaica, Wilma's is a high school. They have Wilma's boys and Wilma's girls. I think I'm on the boys' side to meet up with some people to pack some care packages. But these are the stuff that I brought to add to whatever they already have. Yeah, some of the stuff I showed you guys from before. Let's go see what's going on. Reading is fundamental. The people said that they're meeting at Wilma's girls, and I know that, right? And I read that, and I know that, right? For some reason, I thought where I thought was the girls' side is actually the boys' side, and I realized that when I drove in. But the thing is, as soon as I attempted to ask the security or whoever was at the gate, is this the girls' side or the boys' side? Even though there's a sign that says boys. But I just wanted to, you know, verify. As soon as I said, is this the... Immediately the guy was, straight ahead, turn right, auditorium, park in the parking lot. He didn't even listen to what I was asking him, just said straight ahead, auditorium. And the thing is, I'm also, where I'm going is also, they're also meeting at the auditorium. So I thought he knew where I was going and that he was giving me the right information. Turns out, he gave me the wrong information, but he also didn't quite listen to what I was asking him. So, but also my bad for not following my gut and just doing a U-turn and head to the girls' side. Cause I know I say from enter the place, I see it say Wilma's boys, and the flyer says Wilma's girls. Anyway, we're going on the other side. Why did I always think that this side was the boys' side? For the life of me. See that Wilma's high school for girls. Let's go inside now. I know so many people who went to this high school, and I've never been on this property before. Oh, there it is.
see the auditorium, but how do I enter?
Okay, so they're gonna wash hands. Tap back in. Tap back in.
Tap back.
Well, it turns out I was still on the wrong side. Yo, this school have too much different section. Why am I at Wilma's Girls and then can't find the people only to find out that, oh, you're on the junior side? What in the world? So they have a Wilma's Boys, a Wilma's Girls, a girls junior and a girls senior. I can't. So I was on the girls junior and they were packing on the girls senior side. Anyway, whatever, like Wilma's only too much. Seriously? Anyway, it's a good school. I like the school. It's a school I wanted to attend when I was preparing to get to high school, but I didn't go to Wilma's. I know a lot of people that went to Wilma's. Anyway, that was a great packing session. I was tapped out by some Salvation Army volunteers. So the Salvation Army volunteers took over what I was doing. So you know what? I just said, I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah, but it was good. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but this was with the Rotary clubs of East Kingston. So New Kingston, several Rotary clubs come together. I also saw Rotary. So I didn't know that they also had like a high school sector which is called Interact. So there were some Interact members, Rotary members, and Rotary members. So I guess they just all came together to do this. I don't know when they're going to be distributing the stuff, but I played my part and I'm happy about that. So you know, if you don't have any money, like I say, however you can help, whether it is packing some bags of flour and rice and cornmeal with a group. There's so many volunteer groups around. Like I told you guys, I signed up to so many. Just look for, even start with ODPEM if you want to start with food for the poor. There are several groups that are requesting volunteers, and I finally got the opportunity to participate in some voluntary activity today, and I am happy about that. I see where they have discounts on these ones, so this is good. Actually, we can get more for the money that way. And some crackers. I'm not seeing any discounts on the crackers, but I'm going to get this one as well because it costs a little bit less than National. And this is National, but it costs a little bit less than Excelsior, and that way you can get more for the money. You know what I mean? I was just thinking that whilst it's important to donate to the larger organizations, they are able to feed masses of people. I think it's also important that we help the people around us as well in our personal space, because we've heard a lot of stories of people in very remote areas who have not gotten food. It's been 2 weeks since the storm, and there are still people who have not seen a government official. Based on where they live, it might be difficult for big vehicles or any vehicles at all to get to those places. And the fact of the matter is, guys, the government can't do everything. Yes, we have to hold them accountable, but I do think we also need to give them, exercise some amount of grace, because it is a huge undertaking to feed and protect and support and clean up the entire west side of the country. It's a huge undertaking, and it's something that we've never done before. It's something we've never experienced before. It's, as much as we plan for disaster, and disaster preparedness is a big part of how we plan budgets and things like that,
it's still something that our government has never had to mobilize before. We're all doing this for the first time. Yes, it is very important for us to hold them accountable 100%, but at the same time, we must be mindful that these officials, government officials, are also human beings, and they're doing this for the first time, and this is a huge scale. This disaster is more than any of us could have ever imagined, and it further underscores the point that each of us as individuals must play our part and do what we can do to help our country, because the government can only do so much at the end of the day, right? And these communities that are in very remote areas, into some very hilly and bushy parts, which even on a regular day is difficult to get to them. Imagine now in a disaster when roads are destroyed and vehicular traffic can only get to certain points, that it's even more difficult for them to gain access to these people who are in these very far remote areas. So if you can, the people around you, people even if not necessarily in your personal group, friendship group or family group, but just anybody at all around you who you see or hear of might be in need, I think it's important, if we can, to help in whatever way we can. And remember, guys, it's not a matter of how much. It doesn't matter. It could be one tin of sardine, literally anything that you have that you can afford to give, you give, right? And I'm so grateful that God has blessed me and placed me in a position that I can bless others. I was speaking to one of the Rotary members on the weekend, and he shared a perspective with me which I thought was so profound and something that really resonates with me. He was saying that, I think the Rotaries, their motto or mantra is service without self, and he spoke about the fact that it is an honor to serve, because when you think about it, there are two sets of people. You have the people who can serve, and you have the people who need to be served. And which side would you rather be on? Right? I know for me, I am more than happy and most honored to be one of those who can serve, and so I will serve in whatever way I can. So I encourage you, I implore you to do the same. I just want to say thank you again for watching. It has been an emotional roller coaster this past few weeks since Hurricane MELLISA, and I know it's not just me. I know that a lot of people, probably you guys, are even going through it too. We all have been impacted, as much as not all of us were directly impacted, meaning we're not living in the areas where Hurricane MELLISA passed through, but we are impacted one way or another, even if it's just an emotional standpoint, a mental standpoint. It's really hitting all of us on the island, and we all need to play our part to help Jamaica to build back, to recover, to help our people in as many ways that we can, and as much as we can. So if it's not money, it can be kind. If it's not kind, it can be time. If it's not time, it can be effort. If it's not effort, it can be prayers. If it's not prayers, it can be just a hi, how are you doing? Because we're all going through it. So let's try to be our brothers and our sisters' keepers during this time. There's really no time for selfishness. There's no time for being self-absorbed and nonchalant and indifferent. Jamaica needs the help. Our people needs the help. At the end of the day, this situation is going to affect all of us. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket and I couldn't find string bean. I couldn't find okra. I couldn't find kale. The supermarket vegetable section was close to empty, right? So we're all gonna feel it one way or another. I couldn't find water. I had to buy a different brand water, because most likely people are buying up the bottles of water to send down to the West End, which is great. But just again saying that to say, however, indirectly, this situation is going to affect all of us. So bear that in mind and try to help in whatever way you can, however small or large it might be. Not all of us can afford to help in the same way, but we can help in several different ways. whatever it is, just do what you can. And remember, you can donate to our official government website for the hurricane relief efforts, and that is supportjamaica.gov.jm. Thanks again so much for watching. Keep Jamaica in your prayers. We need all the prayers we can get. Until the next one, take care.
I pledge my heart forever to serve with humble praise this shining homeland ever, so long as earth abide. I pledge my heart this island as God and faith shall live. My work, my strength, my love, and my loyalty to give. Oh, green, I love the Indies, Jamaica strong and free. Oh, vows and loyal promises, oh, heartland 'tis to thee.